Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. And today what we have is another unboxing, and this is for another Comica product. This is the Traxshot shotgun microphone. This, similar to the previous Comica product that I actually unboxed, is mainly due to good reviews I've actually seen online. This one in particular, the reason I've actually decided to have a look at this one is because of the sort of flexibility of this particular microphone. So as you can see, it operates as a normal sort of standard shotgun microphone, but it can also operate as a dual microphone, if you like. So you can have one pointing forward, one backwards. That is the actual sort of antennas, if you like. But then you can also adjust the range as well. So as you can see from on this side shot, you do have a range of between 30 degrees and 90 degrees that it can actually select. So that's really good for these kind of talking head shots where you want it very narrow, or when you want to actually make it a little bit wider and actually capture a little bit more sound. So without further ado, let's dive in. So this product was from Amazon, so I will have links in the description down below. And while I'm doing this, for anybody out there that hasn't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon as well. That way you're notified whenever I upload new videos. I will be having reviews on both this as well as the Comica dual microphone set, so please do subscribe for that. Right, so what we'll do is open this up. Now the other Comica set actually came with its own carrying case. I think this one does as well. Yes, so as we can see from this shot here, this is something that I really like about the Comica products, the fact that they do actually provide you with sort of hard carrying cases, and it gives you somewhere to put everything basically. So you're not having to figure out how you're going to transport stuff. It's basically one-stop shop, if you like. So opening that up, this is what we're presented with. So we do have the actual microphone, the shotgun microphone, just down there, and then we have some extras as well. So let's take a look at those first. So you do have two wind muffs or dead cats, and both of these, it's actually a lot smaller than I was expecting. The reason for you having two is obviously you can actually orient this in opposite directions, so one obviously wouldn't cover all of that. And then next to that you just have some paperwork as well. So we'll chuck that back in there, and also some silica gel. So we'll get rid of the silica gel. And just below that, in the main sort of pocket area, is the actual microphone itself. And what we'll do is we'll just take a look at what cables we also get. So the first cable we have is a USB-C to standard USB-A cable. We also have a standard connector, which is TRS to TRS. Let's get that to focus. So that's just a standard camera connector, and I believe this one may actually be the smartphone connector. So with the other set that I actually, yeah, so you can normally tell the grey ones are normally the smartphone connectors, and it will also say for smartphone just on there as well. So as you can see, this is TRS to TRRS. So that's all the cables that you actually get in the pack. Tidy this up a little. Okay, and then we come on to the microphone itself. And as I say, the main feature of this is the fact that you can actually orient this in different ways. So you can obviously swap these all the way around. You can have it so then you have one facing forwards and one facing backwards. This is good for if you have somebody in front of the camera and you're behind the camera and you just want to capture yourself, but what you can do is turn each one of these individually down. So if you're behind the camera, obviously you don't really want the volume to be really high for you. You just want it a normal kind of level, so you can actually level it so then you're slightly quieter and whoever's in front of the camera is slightly boosted. That way you will sound about even. Or what you can also do is obviously have it straight, and that'll basically capture a much narrower sort of area, if you like. So your shotgun becomes much narrower, and then you can also go right up to 90 degrees. And what I do like is they do already have some markings just on the front there I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see just on here. They do actually have some markings telling you what degree you're at essentially. So just there, it would be at 30 degrees. So you can obviously just go straight forward. You can then go to 30 degrees just to get a 30-degree angle. And then you can also just click it one further and you can go all the way to 90 degrees, and it's telling you exactly what you're capturing. Another one of the key designs of this particular shotgun mic is the mounting system. So these sort of gel feet that it's actually on, the orange feet, what this does is it suspends the actual microphone from the camera base itself, or the camera mount, and in theory isolating any type of vibrations or any sounds that might actually travel through the base and into the actual microphones themselves. So let's just take a look at the dead cats, how they go on. And we do have a little elastic around the back, and if we just bring these round, very easy to put on, and then slip that one on. So that is how it looks with the actual dead cat applied. As I say, you can orient these however you like, so you can have one forward, one backwards, and you can also keep the actual angles going forwards as well. So what we'll do is let's just power it on, see if we have any juice. The previous Comica, yeah, we have a full battery in fact. So as you can see just there, we might actually be able to get some sound coming through. I'm not sure what mode it's actually set on at the moment, so it may be, sensitivity may be quite low, but it does tell you when you're peaking on the actual display itself, and you can see individual levels for both. They've got it down as M1 and M2. You'd obviously have to remember which one is M1 and M2. If you don't have the wind muffs on, then obviously it'd be a lot easier to see which one's which. But you can individually adjust the levels, or you could, I'm pretty sure you will also be able to switch into mono mode as well. So if you did want to just use it as both antennas for a single one, then you can do that as well. So we do have a little dial, yeah. So your gain dial is just there. So this is your gain dial just here. And if we adjust that, what we can do is we can see that the, let's just turn this up, and you should be able to see just on the screen there, you should be able to see the actual volume going up and down as I'm speaking basically. Now once again, I have to say, with all these kind of products, from all the pictures and everything, it does look like this is a very big unit, and it looks kind of odd when you're used to looking at normal shotgun mics, but the actual unit itself is relatively small. You do obviously have a standard cold shoe mount on the bottom, and it does have an extra thread, so you can actually wind that down as well just to secure it even further. On this side you have a line out, presumably for your headphones. You also have a USB-C cable for charging, and then you also have a headphone port just there. In fact, yeah, your line out might actually be to work with other receivers, so that's essentially just going into an external receiver, and you do actually have a dedicated headphone port just there. Now it does have full battery at the moment, so what I will do is obviously do some testing to see what the battery life's like. Generally with these kind of things, as I've always said, I tend to always keep everything charged up and ready to go. But what we'll do is we'll give it a good test and see how it performs, how long the battery lasts for, what the sound quality is like as well, and then we'll have all of that in the full review. First impressions is I like it. Yeah, so mic 1 and mic 2 from the front, and it does tell you which one to point where. So if you do, you may be able to see that just there. So it does actually say mic 1, which you want to point towards the rear, and mic 2 is the one that you want to point forwards. So this is the setup that you would actually have it in if you were to use it for both in front of the camera as well as behind the camera. Just as I've had it there, I've also noticed a little reset button on the bottom just there as well. That's obviously if you do run into any issues. And yeah, you do get a display where it does show if you are peaking. All in all, a very clean little product. It does feel like it's made out of metal. I don't know whether it actually is or not. It may actually just be plastic, but it does look very, very premium, and it feels very premium in all the clicks. It's very satisfying to actually click it into the various positions. And yeah, your gain control is so fast in terms of just making quick adjustments. I really like that, because I could see there, I could just get it to peak and you can just quickly adjust it. It's so fast in order to, yeah. So if you just press the mode button just there, you switch between your modes. And presumably what happens is when I set this to rear, as you can see just there, even though I'm speaking directly into the microphone, it's actually dropping the volume levels down, so then it's compensating essentially. So yeah, I like how quickly you can actually adjust the gain on this, in comparison to all the other systems that I've had where you've got to press buttons and make sure you check your levels beforehand. This is something that I think I might really enjoy, just putting straight onto the A7S III and just using on the go like that. That is the unboxing and first look. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon as well. Also make sure you've got notifications turned on your phone as well, otherwise you're not going to get those notifications. I will have follow-up videos and also comparisons between this, the Rode Wireless Go 2, the Comica U2, the boomX-u 2 kit as well. They're slightly different products, but with this one in particular, this is something that I think I'm going to find very useful when I'm just doing run and gun type shooting, where I don't want to hook up all the microphones and everything. A lot of videos around the house essentially as well, where I just want a little bit better audio. Audio out of cameras generally isn't the best, so this should hopefully ensure we get a little bit better audio whenever I'm using the A7S III handheld. Anyway, as I say, if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell icon, and also I'd really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. And other than that, thanks very much for watching.